So hello and welcome to another video. So in this video, I'm going to be showing you what a refeed day for me looks like on prep. A refeed day basically is a day where my calories go up a little bit, mainly with my carbohydrates. Again, a refeed day is not a cheat day. A lot of people use refeed days as an excuse to cheat. There is a space for refeed days in your normal diet as well. It does not have to be a contest prep setting for you to have a refeed day. But of course, since my calories are very low during my contest prep diet, a refeed day kind of just helps my body reduce fatigue and kind of just brings my body back to life a little bit before I can dig a little bit deeper. So, with relation to my shows, of course, a lot of y'all must have seen already that unfortunately I cannot compete in the WNBF New Zealand show, but I am pivoting and I'm going to be competing in another show in November. So, I am roughly 5 weeks out from that show, and I'm going to show you what a refeed day looks like for me. I'm just having a cup of coffee first, and I'm going to be cooking breakfast. So, I'm going to show you what that looks like. So this is what meal number one looks like for me. It is roughly 80 grams of cauliflower rice, spinach, one whole egg and 3 egg whites. Okay, so I went and trained. I finished a pull workout and I finished my cardio as well. I'm going to show you what meal number two looks like, which is my post-workout meal. Now again, a lot of people prefer to have their carbs pre and post, and it is optimal. I'm not going to lie, that is the best way to go about it in terms of performance. But for me, I try to save up my carbs towards the end of the day because I really do get very hungry right before I sleep. So I try to save them up and have a massive carb meal at the end of the day so that I don't go to sleep hungry. So I'll just show you what meal number two looks like. This is what meal number two is looking like. I'm gonna have 100 grams of chicken. So again, since I'm prepping, I'm not using any kind of masalas and condiments. Oh, that's all over. Yeah, so since I'm prepping, I'm not really using any masalas and condiments because I don't want any sort of inflammation. I don't want the added calories. I am having things like turmeric. I am having things like a little bit of mirchi powder here and there. But yeah, I'm not really having any sort of condiment. So like the chicken in itself looks pretty, horrible. But yeah, this is what it takes. Now, in addition to this, I'm going to be having 100 grams of cauliflower rice. Now, this looks it would be a lot of quantity, but I don't really think that this keeps you full for that long, because 100 grams of cauliflower rice is roughly 4 grams or 5 grams of carbs. I think 5 grams of carbs, so that's barely anything. So it just gives you volume, but it doesn't really satiate you a lot. Yeah, but I'm using 100 grams of cauliflower rice and I'm going to be adding spinach as well. So I'll show you what the final product looks like. So this is what my second meal looks like. It's roughly 100 grams of cauliflower rice, 100 grams of chicken that's under there, and 50 grams of spinach. So the vegetables do give it a little bit of volume, and I do track my spinach as well. So I do track my vegetables. In a weight loss setting, you don't really need to track, but since I'm prepping for a show, I don't want to go overboard with anything. So I do track my vegetables as well. But this is meal number two. I'll catch you guys for meal number three on my refeed day. Oh, and how could I forget? With my meal number two, I'm also having Pepsi Black, which is 0 calories, and I'm going to be adding club soda to this as well because I was going a little overboard with the Pepsi Black. Not that there's anything wrong with having too much Diet Coke or Pepsi Black or any of these things. Don't let the internet fool you. It's not going to kill you. It's not going to do anything to you. Honestly, just obviously it should be within a limit. but having like 1 can a day or having a little bit of Pepsi Black a day is not really going to do anything to you. So I've added ice in there. I'm going to be adding lemon and I'm going to be adding soda. So yeah, this is like my sweet treat with my second meal of the day. So, since this is a refeed day, this is what meal number three I think looks like. I think this is meal number three. Yeah, it's meal number three. It's 145 grams of tuna. It's a bunch of cabbage, which is 40 grams. A little bit of cauliflower rice, 50 grams of that. 70 grams of tomato, and 60 grams of mushrooms. And since my carbohydrates are a little higher on this refeed day, I also get 4 slices of bread. Anyone that knows me knows how much I love bread, so that's truly a treat. And honestly, during prep, bread is the only thing that makes me happy. I wish I could eat out, I wish I could do all of these things, but I also want to win and I want to make everyone that believes in me proud of me. So, yeah, this is what meal number three looks like. I'll show you my last meal of the day after this. Okay, so now for my final meal of the day, this is the little treat that I get at the end of my refeed day. So I'm going to be having 30 grams of this sugar-free jam. So it's basically, there's no fat, it just directly is adding up as carbs in my macros. And I get 3 slices of bread. So I'm really looking forward to having jam bread. Yeah, I mean, this is what, not a high carb day I would say, but this is what a refeed day looks like for me. When I'm carving up for my show, I'm probably going to be doing double or triple the amount of carbs that I am doing right now. I am at roughly 150 grams of carbs, and today I've had 220 grams of carbs. So that's a good bump, and my body does feel a lot fresher, and it feels like it's actually come back to life. But from tomorrow, this means that I'm going to have to dig even deeper. So I'm 4 weeks out. I'm going to have to really dial in that conditioning. So I'm pretty sure I'm going to be dropping my calories from Monday. And yeah, my cardio is going to remain the same. All of that I'll break down in a separate video. But this is what a refeed day looked like for me. And I'm going to do a separate video explaining what refeed days are and how you can implement them in your fat loss journey. If you enjoyed this video, please subscribe to my channel. For daily updates, you can check out my Instagram at Prathamesh Singh. Thank you.